with a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Good morning.
Viewers, welcome back this morning to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. We're chatting this morning with Dr. Stephan Sheppard, who is the CEO of the Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Industry. And this morning, joining us on the live, we will be chatting with Meghnath Gosein, who is the Corporate Executive Manager at Kariri. Our focus this morning is on our hospitality and tourism industry training session. Good morning and welcome to you, Dr. Sheppard.
Good morning. Thanks again for having me.
A pleasure to have you on the program with us this morning. I want you to remind our viewers this morning of what THTI brings to the tourism industry in Tobago, Trinidad, or to any island or country.
Okay, so THTI is primarily in the business of providing qualified and trained human resources for the hospitality and tourism sector in Trinidad and Tobago, because it is now the only accredited institution in that business in the country. So we look at all aspects of it. Specifically, what we're working on right now with TTAL, the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited, is improving the quality of customer service in Tobago. Because, I mean, we know that there have been issues over the last couple of years, and Kariri also recognized that, so that's why Kariri is on the line. And together, we really want to make Tobago a really desired or unbelievable destination that anyone would want to come and to come back. That's really the objective.
And what are the areas that would you in your opinion, would require customer service?
All areas, everywhere. And I keep emphasizing, this is not about tourism. This is about me and you. If you and I could go to anywhere in Tobago, whether it's a gas station, a grocery, a restaurant, a hotel, a double zone by the road, a roti shop, a parlor, and experience excellent service, then you would have done well.
Okay. So we say all areas. We want to bring in on the conversation here Meghnath Gosein, Corporate Executive Manager attached to Kariri. Good morning and welcome to you, Mr. Gosein.
Good morning and thank you.
All right, so we're talking this morning about the hospitality and tourism industry training session. I want you to tell us this morning about Kariri's involvement and the purpose for partnering with THTI.
So Kariri has been working with small, medium-sized, large enterprises to improve their operations. We work with them to identify the opportunities and then implement actions that will assist them in improving their operations and by extension, the bottom line for these small enterprises, the medium enterprises that are now in many cases trying to recover from the impact of COVID-19. In this regard, Kariri recognizes that the hospitality and tourism industry in Tobago is key to the development of the island. For as long as we can remember, right, together with agriculture, tourism and hospitality has provided a lot of the economic activity for Tobago. And therefore, Kariri is seeking to work with our partners in Tobago to assist in the development of this industry. And one of the areas we have identified is the area of customer service.
All right, and I want to ask you here, Mr. Gosein, in terms of your observations, and this is before the decision to partner with THTI, what were some of the observations that propelled this initiative?
Okay, as we look at tourism and hospitality, and if we look at other possible destinations for tourists, they have beaches, they have events like the Jazz Festival and other events, and many of the things that we will be able to offer in Tobago. So if we have to develop a competitive edge, one of the ways we can develop that competitive edge is with respect to the quality of service that we provide to visitors to the island. And it's against that background we felt that we could work with Tobago to develop that competitive advantage so that when persons have to choose a destination, they choose it because of the sun and the sand, etc., but also because of the quality of service that they receive. And I endorsed the comment earlier that is not just hospitality and tourism in a narrow sense. There's all those in Tobago who serve the hospitality and tourism sector. Whether we start with the customs officers, the immigration officers, the roadside vendors, the small guest houses, the larger hotels, all of your food establishments, the taxi drivers, they all serve the tourists. And therefore, we are looking at capturing this wide range of stakeholders who serve the industry and who we think can benefit from improving the quality of service that we provide.
Thank you, Mr. Gosein. Dr. Sheppard, tell us in terms of what THTI would be offering. What can persons expect? What sort of services, what sort of programs can the public expect?
With respect to customer service?
With respect to what is being offered, the industry training.
Okay, so the services offered by THTI in partnership with TTAL and a company from Singapore called Uplifting Service is much more than the customer service you know about. So we tend to think that customer service is saying good morning, hi, hello, and smiling and so on. That's what you see. In support of that are many systems of the organization in the back. And what we are working on is developing those systems, those backroom systems that will support the frontline people. So the program being delivered by THTI in conjunction with TTAL and Uplifting Service, you can actually more accurately describe it as organization development. So we are building strong organizations. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private sector. And what you will see, the manifestation is fantastic service. But let me just talk about the relationship with Kariri. Kariri is about building business. So the relationship between THTI and Kariri is to provide Kariri services in Tobago. You know, Kariri is Caribbean Industrial Research Institute. And Tobago has many, many excellent micro-entrepreneurs. But to get their services tested, to get their labels, and to get the quantity of proteins and so on in their product, they have to go to Trinidad, which is an inconvenience. And we see now that the transportation has gone up. So the relationship enables Kariri to use THTI's facilities, kitchens and so on, and offices to provide testing services for the businesses in Tobago, so they don't have to incur the cost and inconvenience and one day out of work to go to Trinidad to get their products tested. So Kariri is about building business in Tobago. Hospitality and tourism is just one sector. There's much more that Kariri will be looking at with us. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, remind us of when all of this is happening, this in terms of the customer training.
The one we're working on started 2 years ago, and it's ongoing. And we've trained over 1,000 people already. We need to train probably about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 more. Everyone from this television station, everybody you could think of, and I want to ask you to recommend people. And for those who are still interested and not yet heard of it, I want you to email customer.service@thti.edu.tt or call the number 313-0456 to get more information. Or go on THTI's website and you'll see all the information there. And we have a basic model we call 6 levels of service that go from helping you to understand what is criminal service right up to unbelievable service and everything in between. So people will characterize the organization and then develop a plan for moving. If you are at criminal, how we could move from criminal, for example, to desired or to expected or to surprising. But we want all organizations to improve the quality of service delivery, because service is actually free. To deliver good service doesn't cost you. It earns you money. Poor service will keep customers away. Excellent service will keep people coming back and back and back and back. And everybody's objective is to earn more income. So deliver good service, and we'll define what that means. And as I said, it's much more than shaking the hand and smiling and saying good morning. That is just a very small part of good service.
Isn't there a general rating per island, per country, with regards to customer service?
We don't have, if you go to New York, for example, there's something called a Zagat score that you could use to rate restaurants and hotels and so on. We don't have. That is part of this program. We will develop something so that people could help rate which is a good hotel and restaurant and so on. There's not a formal system in place as yet.
But wasn't there a time when Tobago was branded as that little island to go to?
There was a
That
time,
little island
yes.
for everything, rest, relaxation, great customer service.
And it's still that island. But something happened along the way that the customer service component fell away. I mean, you go on Facebook, you look at the letters to the editor, and you see many people complaining, I went to Tobago and I received poor service, and that is not good. Because that will make people come and they experience the poor service and they won't come back, but worse, they go and tell their friends. Don't go to that place, they rough you up there. We saw recently on a boat to the reef what happened. Those things are not good. Just one small example.
So we're talking from the airport and the Port Authority all the way.
All the way. All the way to Charlottesville, to Bloody Bay, Lansome, to the reef, to Mount Irving, to Magdalena, everywhere. And we've trained many of the big hotels over there. I can tell you quickly who we've trained so far. I remember Magdalena, Cocoa Reef, Mount Irving, and many other hotels have been trained, and restaurants and taxis and individuals and some departments in the THA. So it's going both public and private sector. We just want everyone to experience it. And you will see that there's significant improvement in Tobago, and that's what you're looking for.
And tell us very quickly here with regards to customer service training objective goals. What are some of those goals?
Well, the ultimate goal is that, as the Chief Secretary said, we need to be known as the greatest little island on the planet. That's the ultimate goal. You can't wake up one morning and clip your fingers and that happens. It's a lot of work in between. So the thing is, when you go to anywhere, and you go to the grocery, to the gas station, to customs, immigration, to a parlor, you will feel, oh, I feel very happy. They treated me well. I will come back here. Yeah, all the time.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Sheppard, for chatting with us this morning. We want to thank Mr. Gosein. Are you still there?
Yes, I
Okay.
am.
Even as we're wrapping up here this morning, very quickly, tell us why you believe that our viewers, why those persons should connect and be a part of this training.
Well, Samit, we share the view of the Chief Secretary that Tobago has the potential to be the greatest little island on the planet, our own heaven on earth. And we think that the way to do that is through our customer service, our relationship with those who choose to come to Tobago. And that starts even before they arrive in Tobago. It starts with using the technology, ensuring that the information that we have on social media, how we share that information, how we respond to customer complaints, how we evaluate customer service, that all of these are the little things that, when brought together, will contribute to making Tobago that special place that people would want to visit, will want to go back and tell their friends and family that it is the greatest little island. And that would probably be the best marketing that we can do for Tobago.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Gosein. But Dr. Sheppard, we did not mention the date, time, and the cost of the training.
Okay, so the Kariri, is it the fourth, Mr. Gosein? Kariri's is $150. The THCI one, there's no charge to the participant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when is this happening?
THCI is every day.
Every day.
Every day, 3 times a day.
But what?
Online and face-to-face. Kariri is the 4th of May, Thursday the 4th of May.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the starting time is 9 a.m. to 3
Yeah.
to 3 p.m. Yes. Okay, thank you so much for chatting with us, gentlemen. We appreciate it, and this is again a call for all persons, whether you believe that you're involved in customer service or not. But it makes us better people at the end of the day. So whether we interact with each other or with the foreigner or with the guest, this is everybody's business. Yes. Thank you so much for chatting with us. Thank you again, Mr. Gosein.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much, dear viewers. Lots more coming up this morning on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. So viewers, share the live, share the live, share the live.